right. Hey everyone. Thanks for coming out. We are the Legends of Equestria team, or some of us. We're not obviously the entire team, but yeah, we're right now just waiting on a projector to get out here, and that should be about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. But I guess we can go ahead and introduce ourselves. I'm Brick Stonewood. I'm the editor-in-chief in charge of the writing department.
I'm Blue Ink, and I'm the second in command of the writers. And
I'm Techner. I'm one of the programmers.
And yeah, what we didn't tell you is that actually our graphics are so good that they're absolutely invisible. So our game is right here. You can see all the new features. It's pretty. Yeah, exactly.
This joke's gone on long enough now. I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
It will change the world. Revolution. Yes. Oh, I guess we have a question. Hello.
Oh.
We were probably making an invisible character at one point. However, we are no longer working on that.
You're looking at him right now.
Yeah. No, he's right over here. I like his main design. It's really nice. Yeah. No, we're still working on him, of course. So yeah, we're just waiting on the screen for now. Our apologies.
You? Cool.
Very good.
All right, you enjoying the Fiesta so far?
The Fiesta.
Cool. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah.
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 Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Stalling for time. What? Very good. Can we give some background as to why we got involved with this game? Like us personally, individually? Okay, well, me, I was honestly just like looking for any project to attach myself to and like get some writing experience with, hopefully like meet people, whatever. I happened to come across that there was a, MMO like that was looking for writers, and honestly just like finding something that was actually hiring for writers actively was something I was having a lot of trouble with.
He was desperate.
Yeah, I was pretty desperate. It didn't really, need to be about ponies for me personally. That's, a lot of people, like, that is the main draw. Most of the team, I think, just is like, oh, this is ponies, I'm doing it. But, I was, I had already seen the show. I already liked the show. So, I mean, it was definitely, like, something I wanted to do. And then I just kind of, clawed my way up the ladder, I guess you'd say. After that, go ahead.
No, for me, it was mostly ponies. I'm sorry, I'm just a plebe.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Plebe.
No, yes. So yeah, no, I loved ponies and I loved writing for video games, and that just was a perfect combination for me. And I saw his post one day looking for writers, and I was just like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And he didn't hire me, and then he did, so it was good. How about you, Tick?
I've only been a brony for a year. I'm a little late. A couple of friends at my high school introduced me. But at that point, I'd already been programming games for my friends and for myself for various things for years. So kind of like Bloomberg, it was a little bit natural. And actually Sarah, too. So
he's referring to us, although we gave you different names.
I don't know these people.
Go ahead, Nathan. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway, so it was just kind of natural. I started looking to see if there are any pony games that needed help, because I was a programmer and I wanted to work on some games with actual people, because again, this was just for myself and for my friends. I guess I was kind of pretending I was on a team. I was lonely. We're both desperate. We have that in common.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we're having two questions at once. Can we go?
Craig, go ahead.
Craig.
Do any of us have industry experience? Up here, I don't.
Not
think so.
Not in video games,
Right.
but we both can do we do writing. I'm a real life editor,
Yes.
so I have that sort of professional experience.
Yeah,
But
we a lot of the team members are like professional at whatever it is they do as well.
Yeah, we have a couple professional 3D modelers.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, we do, and we've
And-
got a couple professional voice actors as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Don't you
Uh, what do you define as industry? Like EA Games, Blizzard, or just a job? Well, yeah, I am currently being paid to make an app, so in that sense, I am. Was there another question before him?
Yeah, back
yeah, you
there.
had a question back there, person? Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead, sweetie pie.
Sorry, guy in back.
Are we still working on the game, or is it complete? We
that's a
are
good-
spending every waking hour working on this game. We are going to make it fantastic. Yes.
Yeah, we're right.
I'm sorry? What's the rating?
It
is-
hasn't been rated by the ESRB or anything like that. It hasn't been completed yet.
It's
as of
unrated.
now. So
Uncut.
yeah, but
But
we're
it's
still
all
we're still in a
kid-appropriate.
pre-alpha state right now. As it is, we're getting kind of close-ish to the end of pre-alpha finally, but it's a long process, of course, to do something like that. And we definitely aren't ready to like put a date on anything yet.
But yes, we are still working on it. And we can just as a favor to us, please don't ask when it's coming out, okay? Because we are not at liberty to talk about it, and we manage like a team of 60 some volunteers from all around the
Well,
world.
in total, it's over
You know,
100 people.
It's over 100 people. So it's gonna happen.
We would like to know when as much as you guys.
Yeah,
trust me.
exactly. So there was a guy back there who had something.
Right.
Yes.
Will it be more story-driven or more of a social hangout?
It will frankly be both. It is extremely social as an MMO, and we have a extensive, gigantic storyline. So, frankly, both. Yes.
You guys actually get to look at it. It'll be pretty impressive.
yeah,
I
yeah. You get to
promise.
look at it. All right. I think that guy. Yeah. It's you. Do we?
Okay, that's a good question. Do we have any licensing from Hasbro like that? Right now in the game, we are actually not currently using any intellectual property owned by Hasbro at all. So there is a lot of like talk going around about the possibility of a cease and desist order from Hasbro. As it currently stands, we're not using anything that is trademarked or copyrighted by Hasbro. In the game, there aren't any canonical characters or that sort of thing. So if we were to receive a C&D, like over thematic elements or something like that, we would do our best to comply with it, but then keep making the game after taking out anything that they found to be, Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Another thing that might pop up as a question is we also purposely programmed in things to safeguard against people adding characters to things, such as we block names and a few other things. We have safeguards in place on top of us just not using resources.
We
block that.
have contacted people at Hasbro like in the past a few times. It's not like they're just unaware of us or anything. They know who we are. We just didn't work out any like deals or anything like that with them per se. But
Yeah. Someone else had their hand over here. I think it was first. You, sir.
in
Yes.
terms of gameplay, is there going to be a combat system, and do we know how it's going to work?
Yes. That is a definite affirmative. We do have the beginnings of a combat system right now, and we know that we know a lot about.
Show them that here.
Yeah, you can see it. It's fantastic. And the invisibility spell is great. But yeah, it's. No, it's yes. We have a combat system, and it'll be amazing. I think you.
Assuming we have the ability to use intellectual property at some point in the future, would it be set in the Equestria as we know it? That's kind of a difficult question.
Yeah.
To I'm not really sure on that one. That's kind of touchy, like as far as
That's something I'm sure that
would you-
we'll talk about within the team. If that happens, it probably won't, though. We
yeah,
don't
I
know
mean
right now.
we've we have talked about that, like if it happened, what we do, but it's really inconclusive right now. I don't want to tell you guys.
Yeah, we cannot
yes or
like
no,
say everything about that because we ourselves are uncertain.
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I think there were people over here. I think you.
Okay. Well, what was it like to be working on the game throughout the past couple of years? And will it be open source? Okay. Man. Well, okay. I've been on the team longer than these two, I guess. So I mean, I can tell you at the beginning, it was kind of a train wreck in that well, okay, you've got like all of these projects coming up, like, oh, we want to make a pony video game, et cetera, and all of the people are kind of dispersed throughout, and you never know which one's going to go anywhere, so forth. So we just got really lucky to happen to assemble a team of just really competent people who were able to just organize everything, get it into place where it needs to be, and we've got some amazing assets from that, and just the structure is still not 100% perfect, unfortunately, because we are a team of volunteers like that. There are occasionally some like issues that come up. Oh man, I could give you some anecdotes, but it would take too long. As far as like what the actual like process is, though, I mean, it's mostly like. Well, it's a lot of, well, for me, I guess, because I'm like a team leader, it's mostly just having yelling matches with other people until we come to a conclusion, and then about a month later, whatever conclusion we said happened.
What was your second question?
It's open source. I'll touch on that. First off, just to touch up on what Brick said.
Go for it.
We are a group of volunteers, and I think when you see the game working, once we actually have the visual tools available to us to show it, I think you'll be amazed, and you'll be like, this is a volunteer project? Because I work on this every day, and I get a little bit bored, and I'm amazed at it. It's amazing. To actually touch upon your question, though. Open source. No, the game will not be open source. And another question may pop up, which is, will there be add-ons for the server or the client? There will not be either. We will maintain the code ourselves, solely.
Now that you mention it, I mean, I should probably.
We have questions.
Okay, we have questions.
Yeah.
I was going to talk about quality control.
Yes, we have quality control. Your question has been answered by this
That
panel.
wasn't.
Anyways, I think you were up first. A public beta? Will we have a public beta? We're pending on that. We are currently having a server test next week.
Yeah. Next week, anyone who wants to play it in its current state will have a chance to next weekend,
Yeah.
actually, from Friday through, I believe, Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's during the same time as Everfree Northwest.
Right. And, of course, while you guys are all here, you will have a chance to play it in the games room. We'll be in there. We don't really have any set hours for that, but during most of the day, today and tomorrow and Sunday, we should be in there. We should have some computers for you guys to check it out on right then, and you would be the first to see it in its current state before the open weekend next week, in which case it'll be available to everyone.
All right, and you back there had a question. Yes, you, sir.
Okay.
Do we have new ideas for content? And when we do, who is the final person who decides whether or not it goes in the game?
That's a very good question. We do still have new content coming up all the time. Like someone, a lot of times will just bring up an idea to us, and we'll, just like sort of debate whether or not we think it's good. enough to get in there. For the most part, it's fairly streamlined as far as, I've got my team of writers that, you know, is sort of involved with a lot of the idea stages, as well as, design, concept art, like that. And basically, whenever an idea comes up, it sort of depends on which department it's going to most affect, because the more creative departments like that are pretty much assigned like who's going to decide. These guys are on design; they're going to decide the mechanics for all the systems, etc., and like that. For anything that we can't put inside of just one department like that, though, we'll usually have vote where all of the team leaders decide as a whole, and there are about 10 of us. Well, 9 now. There are 9 of us, and we take care of most of those kind of decisions. It looks like our projector might finally be here.
Woo!
Don't clap the microphone.
Oh yeah. All right. Just to let you all know, we will have questions after we're showing off the game. We can continue questions for now. We can continue questions for now.
Until we get set up.
A moment, but
You'll probably have more when you see it.
Yeah, you'll have more when you see the game. Actually, yeah. You had a question? How are servers going to be maintained? There will be no microtransactions in the game. There will be no money involved.
Right.
There will be no.
Tentative about donations.
We cannot accept any form of money, and we do not plan to.
Right.
And
we're tentative about donations, but we're
yeah.
absolutely not going to have any premium content type stuff or anything like that. You're not going to have to pay for the game. It's free forever for everyone.
Forever, yeah. And there's no in-game stuff to buy.
Right.
But all right, you had a question, you sir.
What has been the hardest and most boring part of this game?
Well,
Okay, for
Bug
me,
testing.
yeah, bug testing. I
Bug
hate
testing.
doing that because we'll have this awesome quest script written out, and man, one of them that we're probably going to show in here right now, it has just given me so much trouble going through finding all of the things that I did wrong with it or someone else did wrong.
Exactly. All right. We have plenty of questions. I've seen your hand up for a while. I'm sorry. I've just in my peripherals. Go ahead. That's you, sir, with the glasses. Yes, you. No, Pinkerson, pink guy. Yeah. Will the pony with skills level up?
I believe that the design for leveling up skills and the pony itself leveling up, as far as I can tell, we're taking a less traditional route, but I don't think it's set in stone yet. So I don't think I can affirmatively answer that yet. Sorry.
There's going to be a system of leveling up in some context at least. You won't just stay the same throughout the course of the entire game.
Yeah.
But as far as the specifics,
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Okay. How about you? Take
How long
to
will it
make
take to play?
forever. I'm not joking. This is an MMO.
No, she's right. I mean,
Yeah, this is.
you.
Real quick. I want to add on to that because, as we said, it's appreciated if you don't ask because we don't know. We're a team of volunteers.
Well, no. He was asking how long it take to play,
To
not to
play?
make. Yeah, to play. Which,
Oh, you mean through the questing?
well, yeah. I mean, as far as the quests and stuff. I
Okay.
mean, we do have a lot.
We
planned.
have at least 200 plus quests at the moment.
Yeah, and we're not nearly finished.
We're not
either.
nearly finished.
So-
All right. I'm sorry, front row glasses guy. Can you?
What are we gonna do to balance the Earth ponies and unicorns?
We are currently not at liberty to discuss the balancing things right now.
Not entirely.
Not
We'll show you some of
entirely.
it up here.
All right, I'm really sorry that we're a lot of hands. Can I get you right here?
Open source means that the source code for the game or whatever the project is made public. Usually you'll find them all over the web, and tons of people contribute to them. The point of it is that not one person owns it. It's not a corporate entity. Anyone can work on it, and it's a movement that's kind of recent, like the last decade, to promote intellectualism and having people spread ideas around.
It's a screen. All right, and you right there? Yeah. What are the game's supported resolution, and is there any plans for HD?
Yeah. Right now, the game lets you resize the resolution to whatever your monitor supports. Several of our elements resize themselves depending on your resolution. So it should fit whatever your monitor size is. As far as HD, I'm going to be playing it on my monitor, which 1920 by 1080. So I think my most standards, that's HD. So yeah, it does support HD.
All right, you right there next to Spike.
You're talking about like safeguards and anti-hacking and stuff, right? We're still working on that, but definitely server-based. I mean, that's the safest. Right now, we're in the transition of getting a bunch of stuff actually working, and then we'll focus more on actually figuring out which one it should focus more on. So that's a work in progress.
All right, you right there. You, yes, not you. You. The okay. On lower end computers, I would say so. My computer isn't fantastic, and it works pretty well. I can't give you specifics, but he can.
I don't have them memorized. I don't have them memorized. But I believe what I don't memorize everything. Our programming lead Sarah Britt put a post on our forums.legendsofequestria.com. You can find it there. I believe he said something along the lines of if your computer is like 2 to 4 years old. I might be wrong. I think that's what he said. It should work decently.
All right, and Daring Do right up here.
Can players import their own cutie marks?
We-
That's actually something we've talked about for the reasons of basically censorship, I guess you would say.
Not censorship,
we
moderation.
would not be able to moderate.
It is impossible to moderate,
that sort of thing,
and
so
I'm
we're
afraid we can't. Though you'll have many to
Unfortunately,
choose
not
from.
going to be able to make your own cutie marks. We do have a system that we're going to hopefully use for like customizable cutie marks that are pre-made.
Yeah, it's coming together.
But
All right. Sorry, behind Daring Do right there. That's you. Yes, you. We are not at liberty to discuss that. And we've got a rarity up here. I think a purple unicorn. Yeah. Yes, you. We use Unity and we use C#.
supposed to repeat the question.
Oh, sorry. What program do we use and what language do we use? So, yeah, no, I've seen you for a while, right there. You. No, purple shirt.
Okay, very good question. What platforms will the game run on? That is part of the reason we're using Unity 3D, which is our IDE that we're programming and making the game in. One of Unity's technologies, and again, the reason we use it, is because it can export to many platforms. Windows, Mac OS X, and Linux. The server? We host them on Mac and Linux currently. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, you, sir, MLP, you. About the overall playable area and the size of the area? We can show you.
Yeah, in the finished game, we can't really say how many areas we're going to have in it for sure. Unfortunately,
But you'll see plenty of areas that are
as far as the
just huge.
scope of things, the maps are very large. I would say definitely.
All right, Pinkie Pie shirt, glasses. Yes, absolutely correct.
The to get her, I mean, well, the Pegasi are able to fly around. The unicorns can teleport, and the Earth ponies. Well, they don't really have like transportation like those other two, where they can just get somewhere
Trains.
quite as. They
Lots
do have
and lots
trains.
of trains. Very fast. Okay, Brony hat.
Oh, is our combat system going to be turn-based?
No, combat will be real time.
All right, over there.
I have not played Guild Wars. Don't hit me. I have played WoW though. That's still a work in progress. Oh, the question. The question was, how is grouping and combat going to work? Mm-hmm. Are things going to be instance based? I believe the way we're going to work it is depending on where you are, depending on the area. Yeah, you'll be instance with your party. There will be a party system. Okay. Was that your question? Okay.
All right. I've got Peace Guy. You. Can you speak up?
Will there be huge?
Will there be
boss
huge
battles?
boss battles? No, it's just gonna be like only Paris sprites.
Yes, there's going to be huge boss battles.
Seriously, like when I play tested the game, I like walk by just the model of something and it scared me really hard. Like, oh my gosh.
There's this pretty big cave in the Everfree map that
Yeah.
I'm thinking might be kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of
relevant to that
Everfree has
question.
some interesting things in it,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah, wait till you see that.
All right, you again. Hello.
Oh, fan-based areas. We. Right. There are a few of those that we're planning to do.
Like,
Fan-based area. I don't want to say any specifics again because if I say any like one particular map or something and then it doesn't end up in there, then you'll hate me. But there are absolutely plans for a few areas that were originally like fan-based, fan-made, and that sort of thing. Not as many currently as like the canonical maps, that sort of thing.
Yeah. All right, green shirt back there. Yes.
Are we going to be able to get accessories for our characters?
I just answered.
And then you say yes.
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 Spike.
Oh, PvP system.
Well.
Definitely not in the open world.
No.
As far as will we have like some sort of like gladiatorial Iron Will arena, Iron Pony, something, whatever, maybe.
Yeah.
I can't say.
It's still in
sure.
process of
We're-
planning, but
we
it's
would
definitely
like
a possibility. All right. You sir?
Will we be able to play as other races like changelings and griffins? We're going to have some like NPCs of different races in the game, other than unicorns, pegasi, earth ponies, but they will not be playable. And we're not going to have any alicorns in there at all.
No
That's
alicorns.
Just
Sorry.
not going to happen.
I'm glad we have your approval. Girl right there? Yeah, it's you. There are. Her question was, will there be skills based on our race, or will there be skills based on the class? And both.
Yeah.
Yeah, both. There are options for both.
What? Crystal ponies?
Crystal ponies,
Definitely not playable.
not payable at the moment.
I don't know if we're planning on sticking those in there or not. Honestly, I couldn't say.
Brownish shirt right there. You. Yes, you clutching your heart. You. Yes, you. We have no plans for that right now.
Whoa, No, we totally do. We're definitely gonna add stuff periodically.
Well, after the game is done, he said.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're definitely gonna do that.
Okay. Well, excuse
Yeah,
me.
Like it's never gonna be like 100%.
I'm not. That's why I'm not the leader.
Don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
doing that.
Sorry, there are so many hands. Sandwich. The way I would describe it to someone who is not a fan of the show, I would be discussing that we are making a children's MMO like World of Warcraft that is a safe environment for children and hopefully educational, and that it is completely based, like it is completely child friendly, and that it's a team of international volunteers working on this single idea of just a safe zone, a safe, MMO for children.
Which also conceptually involves equines.
Diminutive ones that probably belong to you. I'm sorry? How many facets of the game itself are we going to show off?
Oh, like outside the community, what are the facets of the game that we would want to show to people to? Well, okay, I guess really the biggest thing for people who aren't fans of the show is just, honestly, the scope of it for a fan-made game. It's
Huge.
honestly like mind-blowing how much all of our teams have like put into this in the past few years, and just honestly, like, that is, I think, the biggest draw to someone who's not like involved with it, is just like the crazy amount of like dedication we've got to this thing. And I mean, I really honestly think that in of itself would make it pretty interesting to people outside of this community.
Definitely. There's a guy waving. You with the blue ears? Yeah.
Unlockable in what way?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Lots.
We'll have
lots.
unlockable spells,
boy.
abilities, skills, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
And let's go with MLP.
Train-based PvP. Wow. I can honestly say we had not thought of that idea, but I love it.
I think you like trains.
If any of you have seen the Asdf movies, I like trains.
Oh, come on.
Dude. Anyways,
Are we
moving on. Yeah. All right. So, someone who hasn't asked a question yet. Hat. Yes. Player cities and player housing are not.
Player cities and player housing. That idea has been tossed around. Nothing definitive one way or the other. It's not likely.
It's not
but it's not
likely.
out of the cards. But it's very unlikely. Sorry.
All right, we got.
I think we might be about ready. Like,
We're
if we
almost
just dim
ready.
The lights here, is that? They've got the other.
The okay.
Okay. Just kind of. Yeah, I don't want to.
All right, we have table difficulties. Anyways, you had a question?
You know, I have heard that idea tossed around.
We have the question is about the economy and if the apples would be like turnips from Animal Crossing, and we are working on the economy right now.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I can move over to this table. Okay. I thought you didn't want us to sit with you. Anyways, all right. Will there be guilds? Yes, herds. Will there be factions in regards to the races? Not in a guild setting. However, there are. Oh, no, he was asking if you could go and be friends with, other races like changelings and griffins and stuff like that. And as friendship is magic, the answer is yes. So, yes. You up there? A moral choice system. Will there be a moral choice system?
I
We
would like to. That's what I'm saying. Like, can we dim the lights?
sorry.
Okay, sorry.
To an extent. To an extent.
Moral choice. We're not going to have a binary like this is a good, this is bad system. We're going to have options in there, and whether or not the options are, I guess, morally right or wrong isn't really going to be considered a mechanic per se, but you can just kind of decide that for yourself, I guess, really.
All right, we'll only have time for a couple more questions before we actually start the game. How about you? Will there be different classes or ranks? And the answer is yes. A big affirmative. You? Will it take place during the same time as My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
That is a very good question.
That is a very good question.
And we haven't really thought of it as far as, like, I mean, we discussed that a lot, honestly. I can't say we haven't thought of it. It's as far as like an actual time slot for the game, it's kind of hard to pin it down to whether
it's
or
hard
not
to say.
Before or after, because we're not using the canonical characters that appear in the show. It's sort of, I mean, you could almost call it an alternate universe or whatever. It's basically around the same time period.
It is
as far as
undefined
it's
at the
before
moment.
or after. We can't say. It's not canon.
Yeah,
so
it's not canon.
Hard to.
You had a question? Will there be a 3D function in the game?
A 3D function such as Oculus Rift or 3D glasses, right? I've heard that idea being tossed around. Unity said they're going to support the Oculus Rift. I don't know if we're going to. Maybe a decision's been made, but I don't remember. And 3D glasses also, I don't know. So you have to wait and see.
Pending.
Yeah.
Rotoscope.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. Oh, well, our game isn't 3D. Like, it's not like 3D glasses 3D, like, whoa, 3D, but like 3D. Anyways, glasses right there. Will socks be a wearable item?
Yes, socks will be a wearable item.
I love the socks. Right there, hat. Mhm. I'm sorry. As we mentioned before, there are no canonical influences, so therefore we cannot do that. And I'm sorry, but that's just what we can do.
What was the question?
The question was, will we have a level based on what happens in Discord's episodes? And the answer is no. I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Hat. Yes, you. Sorry. Yes. His question was, when we have quests, will we be able to play with our friends? Was that right? Yes. And when you have quests, you will be able to play with your friends at all times, during quests, outside quests, at all times.
Well, there are going to be a few single-player quests.
Well, yeah, a few.
Like that just wouldn't work in a multiplayer mechanic or some reason. But most of the time, since it is a very social game, we want people to be playing with their friends as much as possible. So we do have a system for that.
It's
yeah.
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 Cat, octopus. We cannot disclose the classes at the moment. However,
When we're saying classes, I mean that's basically like the class of Cutie Mark that you have, like different like areas there. There will be, yeah, we can't say what all of those are. There's, I think a few we've already said that I could say.
no.
As far as classes, which classes have we already said? Do you know? I know we said baking.
We have.
Yeah.
We are not at liberty to discuss it at this time. We're sorry. There is going to be a variety of things. I can tell you, not everything will be combat. I promise you that.
One of the classes that we have already like revealed to people is baking, so there will be
a baking class.
Yeah, there will be a lot of them that aren't necessarily combat oriented.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I saw you first. Back next to Spike. You. That's will there be an option to be a blank flank? That is kind of a complicated question that we cannot fully explain at this time.
Well, no, I can pretty much completely explain that one.
Go right ahead.
You will start the game as a blank flank and earn your cutie mark. If you, once you get to that point where you have earned it, in order to transition to adulthood, you have to have one because that is how the class system works. So in order for that to happen, you do that. You could play the game as a blank flank forever if you wanted, but there would be less content as a result.
Yeah. All right. Right there? Yes, you. There's a couple people. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, you. I'm sorry?
Oh, does each
Yes.
race have different starting areas?
That
yes,
is
yes.
correct. Does each race have a different starting area? And that is completely correct.
If you
yes.
play as a Pegasus, you'll begin the game in Cloudsdale. If you're a unicorn, you'll begin in Canterlot, and ponies in Ponyville.
You'll see that when we play.
Yes.
So, all right. Someone who hasn't asked a question yet. Okay, never mind. All right, Hat. Craig Hat.
Will the elements of harmony be part of the game?
Well, the virtues will, because the ideas kind of extend to friendship and magic. But as a mechanic,
I'm pretty sure that's a no. We Yeah, that's another thing we've talked about a
We've
lot.
spoken about it, but it's not.
I
It's
don't-
probably not going to make it
Yeah,
in.
I don't want to say absolutely not because there are a lot of different ways you could use that. It's kind of versatile, but we don't have it planned right now, and I don't know of where.
Yeah, we don't. Be
Too far
closer.
away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. There are reward systems. There are reward systems. All right. You have a question?
I told them dim the lights. When they do, we'll add live and start. So we're waiting for them to dim.
Regarding the social system, will it? I gotcha. I gotcha. Regarding the gameplay, will it be hard to go as an individual, on the game? And that is a no. Well, I mean, you get bonuses. Okay. Okay.
Well, our game is a social game as opposed to some other MMOs that are more combat based. Our game is definitely more social based, and as such, grouping up with people and being social, you will be thoroughly rewarded for that. But we will not make it impossible to progress by yourself. It will be harder, but it will not be impossible. Does that answer your question? Okay.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, that's actually a very good question. How are we able to use locations from the show when we can't use characters from the show like that? We've looked into it right now. The copyrights on that are a little. Okay, the
Okay.
name Ponyville, for instance, is copyrighted when used sorry, trademark. The name Ponyville, for instance, is trademarked only when in use for toys, like play sets, I
Okay.
believe, and there was one other thing like that. This particular media isn't covered. If that changes, it'll pretty much be a matter of changing the name of the town in order to comply with that. So, yeah, currently, though, we're not infringing on anything by using those locations.
Yeah, that's correct. All right. Hat wings. Can you repeat that? Any skill trees? That's yes. All right, in the back. Yes, you. Princess Celestia will not be in the game. I'm very sorry. Go ahead. Will there be a replacement for Celestia and Luna in the game?
Not
No.
really, no.
The sun will still rise. Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, Celestia makes it look like real life. Go ahead. Will there be gifting and other things in the economy in the game? Will there?
I'm honestly not sure.
We're not sure. Our apologies. We'll let you know though if you talk to us later. Go ahead. Regarding the classes, will they be more lifestyle based or will they be more combat based? To some extent, both.
Right. Every class is going to have some sort of like combat benefits because that is a major mechanic, but they're also all going to work with each other in some sort of like economic setting. Like if you don't want to do any combat and you want to be a baker, for instance, you can still do that and it will still be very beneficial, like gameplay wise. It's just, a matter of like getting all of that balanced out perfectly is really tricky stuff. Still very much in the works, but yeah, most of them are going to have a lot of benefits outside of combat as well.
All right. We have a question right here. Yes, you. Rarity. In a party, how does money and EXP distribution work? That is being worked on right now. We have a fairly comprehensive system at the moment, but it is not complete. And back there, is it this guy? Yeah. Are there going to be prestige classes? I am unable to answer that at this time. And also, we appear to have our stuff together at the moment. Kind of. Two more questions.
Okay.
2 more questions, please. Go ahead. Accounts. Because the accounts are hooked up through the forums, there will be some sort of limit, Bloomberg.
Sorry. What was the question?
Regarding how many accounts you will be able to make.
How many accounts will you be able?
Well, you'll be able to make multiple characters.
You'll be able to make a bunch of different characters. As for the accounts, well, right now it's just set to like 1 per email, I think.
Yeah,
We
1 account per email
might-
at this time. I hope that answers your question. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh no,
Okay,
we can
okay.
have you can have a multitude of characters on a single account. Go ahead.
Festivals or holidays. We're wanting to have some like in-game events, like that sort of thing, like Nightmare Night or the Grand Galloping Gallop, in the game. Winter wrap up, I think. Yeah, we're wanting to do that. We've got plans in place for it. It's still miles ahead of where we are right now. So, if that becomes a problem down the road, of course, that could happen.
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of the things we would really like to do. with
These
this.
two will be our final questions, I'm afraid. Go ahead, guy with the hat. Yes, you. An event system? A
Oh,
pet system.
Pet system. Well, okay, if I say we can't reveal that, that means yes. So yeah, we're gonna have a pet system.
Yeah, we are.
There you go.
And then the other person who I indicated as the second person. Armbands. You. Yes, you. Your question is, will there be mini games for baking? There will be mini games for a lot of things, including baking, I believe.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that as well. And here we are.
Oh, great.
Yeah, here we are. Woo!
Thank you very much for
Thank
being
you
patient,
for waiting
everyone.
so patiently.
Are we not tilting it? I guess
It's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry, you guys, but I lied about the invisibility thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I feel
this is the real
terrible.
one. All right. Yeah, Techner's over here on his computer. We're
Yeah,
going to
we've
show you
got-
the game. This is our character creation system right here. And oh no, were you going to say something?
Me?
Yeah,
Me?
you were about to
Well,
say something.
yeah,
Go for it.
this is our character creator.
All right.
We've got a number of options for you to use. This happens to be an Earth pony, and now can you go back and look at his name, please, by any chance, Techie?
Little
All right, Little
Wig.
Wig. How do you guys like
That's not-
that? How do you guys like Little Wig?
Yeah, I don't think that
Courage
one's
Wolf?
great either.
Lightning Bolt. Courage Wig. Mr. Swear? Mr. Swag. Mr. Swag? Yes, Mr. Swag.
Okay,
Look at that hair. That hair is swag 100%.
that is beautiful right there.
I'm glad you all like him. All right. Mr. Swag is going to have some swaggy pair of wings. I think that's the right adjective. Yeah, he looks pretty fantastic. check out, like, there's a multitude of colors. You know, it's all the races. You know, I color too. Let's go ahead and start the game.
Yeah, let's jump.
Let's go
in
ahead
here.
and jump forward to. Yeah.
All right.
right.
This is Ponyville. In the finished game, we'll start Pegasi in Cloudsdale. However, Mr. Swag here, unfortunately, is homeless at the time. We don't have Cloudsdale in the game yet.
So,
But
yeah.
as you can see, we have a beautiful. Man, I love Ponyville.
We don't know where those people came from.
Those
People
are
are
other
just hackers.
dev team members. They've been waiting around for an hour, wondering where he is. But
And
yes,
there we go.
there is.
We have taken flight. Hey, do a barrel roll.
Pegasus. What?
And
Yes.
do a. Oh, you crashed.
There's a flight mechanic for Pegasi. As you can see up here in
Do a-
this
do a flip,
meter,
please.
it's depleting
Yeah.
stamina whenever he does tricks, that sort of thing. If you can see that. And the flight itself is not going to allow it to restore stamina at the same time as like walking in the finished game. Of course, that's just not an entirely finished system. But
Where are we heading
We-
first? Did we want to go
Well,
to
I
Everfree?
I was just gonna say go talk to some of the friends here around town if we can.
Mr. Swag.
Just get him to like show the skills. Have him show the skills.
He was in a rush.
Oh, hi Vector. That's our friend Vector. He's the head of our 2D art department. Co-head, him and Kit. are
And
co-heads.
and he does not like Mr. Swag. Is
yeah,
Mr.
here's-
Swag embarrassed?
Oh, hey Johnny.
Okay.
As you can see,
okay.
Johnny's wearing a pair of goggles on
Ponies
his head.
cannot swim,
The
sorry.
accessories are in the game.
Whoa, he just teleported away, as you can see.
Teleportation for unicorns. Let's yeah, we're going to log out now. We've shown you the flight mechanic. We want to show you an Earth Pony now.
They are equally as exciting.
We promise. They're
Okay,
totally exciting.
bagel muffins. No, okay. Sorry, no naming. Sorry.
Yeah, we're
We're
kind of short
sorry.
on time because of all the wait, unfortunately. But we're coming back into Ponyville.
All right, here we go.
Left off, and let's head to Everfree right now.
Yeah,
Show off.
there he goes.
The Everfree map is actually a very unique area in the game. It's going to you've seen a ton.
The
It's more of a
Everfree map is
combat area,
rather
but
frightening. I suggest those of you who are faint of heart.
It is very immersive, very easy to get lost in.
And see,
Intentionally, of course, there's fog. The radar, as you can see, gets all scrambled when you go in here. You are going to get lost, and there are scary things in the forest. That Zakora, no, that is again a canon character, but
oh God,
whoa, hold
run
on.
away!
Yeah,
We're just
This-
stomping at this Timberwolf.
stomping at this Timberwolf. It is ag-
I
again. We'll
Yeah,
obviously have an animation for
yeah.
that. But there is a very primitive combat system, as you can see right now in the game. And if we can ever find the exit from this place, we'll
Which I
show
doubt
you
we
some other
will.
places too that we've got.
He is so angry. Can we show
But-
this stomp again?
Yeah, I mean, when you guys get a
Oh.
chance, when you guys get a chance to play in the games room or next week during the open weekend, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff hidden around Everfree.
There's a lot of stuff. This guy's too scared to show you, but
It's pretty frightening.
it's amazing.
What? Oh, well, is that what I think it is? I think, is that the cave right there? Okay, well,
Okay, he's scared of the cave. We can't go in there right
yeah,
now.
we're not going in the cave, man.
Let's
That's terrifying.
let's move on to the unicorns. We are going to leave him there in the forest. We're sorry.
Don't worry. The enemies
He'll
can't
be-
actually hurt you yet because the mechanics aren't finished.
He'll be fine. We'll get someone to help him. Alicorn ponies. Did I hear someone say that? Really? Really?
Anyway, we're very, very proud of our canter lot. This is all, yeah.
This is Canterlot.
Let
us show you canter
To
lot.
show you just some of the models. This is the School for Gifted Unicorns. It is one of my personal favorites right now in the game. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sarah, say some more.
Yeah, no, our canter lot is extensive. You will, I frankly, at top speed, I cannot go through canter lot, in half an hour. It takes quite a bit of time to go around canter lot, and it's beautiful.
Well, that's if you want to see absolutely
I don't
everything.
see why you'd want to rush through here,
but-
but it's, this is our canter lot, and it's just huge, gigantic.
Yeah.
Can we get a little bit more of an overhead view of what's going on? There we go.
Yeah, this is sort of the town. Very, very nice.
And then there's more.
Pastel theme going on here.
If you
with the,
look around, there's
exteriors, as
actually
you can
more.
see.
Hello.
Yeah, this map is not entirely finished.
And it's not even
still.
done.
Yeah, there are a few models you might have seen here and there in the background that aren't colored entirely as well as they will be, etc. We don't have interiors yet, but we will.
We will have interiors soon. And yeah, so this is our canter lot, and if we want to show off some of the unicorn things, we could probably do that.
Oh, that's a beautiful building. What is
Yeah.
that? I don't even know what that
That's a
one is.
castle.
It's got like flowers on it. Is that the flower shop?
That's a flower castle,
Flower castle.
obviously.
Very nice.
All right, we actually have, there's an entire section of canter lot like over there-ish that is like we haven't even seen it because whoa,
Wow.
because our camera guy's a little bit insane.
Don't make everyone dizzy now.
Let's not get dizzy here. And as you can see, there's the cliffs and the ships and the airship
yes.
up there.
Here in this
I love-
area, you can see a dirigible, and next to that, our Air and Space Museum. Ooh. Which one's that?
Which one's that one?
Which one is that, Techner? I don't know. We don't know what
There are
that
a number of
building
pretty
is.
buildings here,
They're pretty, and we'll
they're shiny. And
definitely know the names of them by the time the game
And
comes out.
the thing is that there are numbers of quests to do with every building.
Yes.
Not like every house, but every major building. We have quests surrounding them.
Man, I feel bad I can't tell you as much about all these because our modelers,
Oh,
our CAs, or concept artists, I should say, and our
You
2D
might-
artists have worked very, very hard on all these. It looks beautiful, and I honestly, I'm still kind of blown away by looking at this particular city here. That's the Air and Space Museum I was referring to, right? This area here, it's a few separate buildings.
Can you go to the moon?
Only when I break things.
Well, you can.
Ouch.
No.
No, you totally probably can't.
That's season 8.
We've talked about using that as a banning function before. That was the plan
Oh,
for
and
a
here's
few
the-
months. I don't think it would work per se, but maybe it'll come back. I don't know. We didn't really have a good reason not to. But yeah, here's
Oh, hello, Eloise.
Yeah, hi Eloise. That's our mascot Eloise.
She's
pretty.
doing moonwalking apparently.
She's dancing.
She's dancing.
Yeah, right now another big thing that I definitely want to show you guys here in
We are going to start a quest.
yes.
We are going to start a quest with some characters who are in our story, who we've become very attached to because we've been writing them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This first character we want to introduce you to is one of the sort of, I guess you would say the main cast of the game, so to speak, one of the recurring characters in the game, of which there are quite a few. This one in particular, Astral, I can say you're going to grow up with her, like go to school with her if you're a unicorn at the School for Gifted Unicorns, and she's one of my personal favorite characters. She's got kind of an attitude, but as you can see, we have a dialogue system in place right here where you're able to choose options. Talk to her. We're going with this one, and an emotions engine right there.
She's angry at you.
She's now mad at us for picking that option, but yeah, this is the beginning of a quest that I did write myself, and I'm pretty proud of this one. Not gonna lie.
You will be able to play this quest in the games room and in the open
in the games
server.
room. You can play it next week during the open weekend if you want. Among others, there are some other quests as well that we have in place, and.
And as you can
Right,
see,
yeah.
our NPCs also have emotions, and they display them. Oh, she's surprised. So yeah, no, she just told us to go talk to another NPC, very important, and
Right.
we are going to go find him. It's okay. Trains.
Yeah, so we weren't lying about the trains. That's true.
Yeah, no, I wasn't like.
In the quest right now, since you probably couldn't read all of the words in the back, basically what happened is she asked us to go talk to our friend Spud and warn him that she was doing experiments on his carrots without authorization, and now they might not be entirely safe to eat. So we're going to go to Sweet Apple Acres and pay Spud a visit in the middle of the night when he's trying to sleep, and he's not going to enjoy any part of this.
And we are now going to go find Spud. As you can see, there are a couple other NPCs hanging around, but he's in the carrot field, I think.
Yeah, he should be right over here.
Hello, Spud.
Spud is short for Spudnix von Winklehammer, Esquire.
Hey there, Fruity Rock.
Oh, are we doing the voices now?
No, we're not.
What can I do?
We are not doing the
No, we're not
voices.
doing the voices. That's not happening. Yeah, but.
But he is not happy
yeah.
about what has happened.
No, he's
He is
not
not
the least bit
pleased.
pleased with this. Again, I love that emotions engine. It's
Our emotions engine is fantastic. It's fantastic.
yeah, these 2D representations of characters is not going to be for absolutely every character, because right now we already have hundreds of NPCs.
We have more than 100 NPCs.
Yeah.
We have more than hundreds planned.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot have images for every single
we're not going to
one.
do that for all of them. We have another system where it will show the 3D model for other characters, which if there were one around here, we could show you that as well. But the 2D representations that are up there, most of those ones I think were made by Vector,
By
our
Vector.
2D lead, and Anya Smash, the concept art lead.
Spud
right
said.
now,
Spud said that
Spud-
he needed to go. You need to go talk to someone who is running a restaurant. Her name is Flan, and she's a cutie pie, and we'll find her in a few moments. She runs a restaurant called the Paso Fino.
I love Flan.
He's not.
So yeah, I mean, the quests eventually are going to have, of course, more mechanics to them than just running around talking to people. Obviously, that is what. Look at that! Isn't she adorable?
Isn't she cute? Look at her. Look at her cutie mark. It's so yummy.
But yeah, now that we're back in Canterlot, like, if you can go ahead and talk to someone else as well, show them that.
Disappoint her.
Well, yeah, she's going to be disappointed.
She's confused now, and she's kind of sad.
You
I love
scared
her. I love
You
her my
scared
brand face.
She doesn't want to get sick either. It's a good thing you came here, but no one's liking this news. Yeah. Go ahead. You go ahead. Say your thing that you were going to say.
I already did.
You don't have anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well.
Oh, and here's another NPC. That's a Final Ink.
Right
I
here,
think
that would be good so yeah, as you
she's
can
a
see,
librarian.
for characters that aren't going to have two-dimensional art representations, we're still putting them up close. The eyes follow you a little bit. They'll like blink
Yeah.
and everything. That's cute.
All right.
That's a new feature. That's the only reason I bring it up. I
Oh, and here's our buddy, Gaizuf. He's very cute.
they're all pretty cute. They're ponies.
That's like your opinion, man.
But yeah, I mean that's really I think all we had to showcase here.
Yeah, I think for the
believe.
most part, that is all our mechanics we have. Not all the mechanics we have, but that we wanted to showcase specifically now.
Right.
However, right now, while we have the game, feel free to ask us to show you things in the game. Does someone want to suggest something to look at? Let's do this in orderly fashion. Go ahead, sir.
How long do we
The cave. That's actually going to take a little while to get to. But
we don't know our way around Everfree either, honestly.
Yeah, honestly. You
No
seem
idea.
very excited. Can we find that person?
Well, he's logged out of that account now, so the character
He's already
won't
escaped.
be seen.
He is a master of navigation, so he was able to make it out.
What is that?
It's
320.
3:20. We're sorry.
Yeah.
But,
Hey Ocean's supposed to come up here in like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we were wanting to do Q&A afterward. It got pushed forward, I guess.
There
a
we
little bit
go.
Since we couldn't get the.
Celestia
projector
was
working.
sleeping in.
Yeah, apologies.
Oh, and here are our caves.
Oh, we're showing them the mines real
We're
quick.
showing them
I
the
guess?
mines.
Okay. Not right now.
Not right now. No, where are you? Is Rarity there? Best Pony has not made an appearance in here yet.
Unfortunately.
You guys are vicious.
Well, she didn't.
Astro Charm is Best Pony. Who said that? We love you. Mr. Swag is also Best Pony. I'm gonna ship Mr. Swag and Astro Charm
what?
together.
No! No! I wrote Astro. I'm not having you do that.
I'm sorry.
What have you done? It's probably already on the internet now.
It's already on the internet. Mr. Swag X Astro Charm.
Stop.
Swag Charm.
Can I just fire you right now? Oh,
I'm
you're
getting
not allowed on my
fired.
next
Thanks a
channel.
lot.
Jeez.
Hashtag Mr. Swag.
Anyway, I think that's definitely all the time we've got here today. Thank you all for coming, checking out, being patient with the tech.
Thank you so much
Yes.
for listening.
And again, just
This will be in the
so you
games room.
remember to stop by the games room and play it for yourself. And remember, next weekend you will be able to log in from anywhere in the world and play it again there with everyone else. So, yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you, everyone.